reward.
How long do you wait? You have made an accusation.
But you're trying to prove a negative.
A great civil rights hero was called the N-word.
You're trying to prove a negative, and I want to get back.
Over.
And I want to get back to this point. All right.
Okay, you prove you don't have a problem with kiddie porn.
No, I don't want to talk about kiddie porn. I want to go back to the assertion that you made.
Of that.
Wow.
More
On
evidence.
CNN. Wow.
Oh, is that brutal?
And can I say, not one denial out of old Ricky boy.
Yeah, wait a minute. What happened there?
Can we go to Google? I want to see what happens when you put Rick Sanchez in.
Wow.
Ann said it's pretty impressive.
Oh, my God.
You put Rick Sanchez in now. And
That is owning him.
yeah, does kiddie porn
I
come
don't
up?
think I mentioned kiddie porn enough.
No. Kiddie porn.
But by the way, to his great credit, and this is why I love him, we get to the end of this totally heated debate, and he's totally lovely, and he says, thanks for coming on, and I say, thank you for having me.
He's
I
not
love
gonna-
liberals who are
he's not
smart
gonna-
and have confidence like
Who's the
that.
toughest guy you've debated? Like, who's the hardest guy you've gone back and forth with, or woman? Who's the toughest one? Like
That's a good question.
There's got to be some of them that are very, very tough.
Well, like I say, most of them won't go against me now, so I end up with the homeless girl.
Who would you like to go against?
Donna Brazile.
Who's
Donna Brazile she ran Gore's campaign.
Okay.
She was famous briefly. You probably made fun of her for saying we're not going to let the white boys win this campaign. And you're running a white boy who has so little rhythm. He is so much whiter than George
That's what Jimmy
Bush.
says all the time. He's
will-
a nerd.
He is an absolute
In
nerd.
the end, he's a nerd.
However, I will say this about Al Gore. Who knew he and I had so much in common? Wowee. I've actually stayed in that hotel, the Hotel Lucia, I think, and I behaved just as naughtily.
Oh, really?
Oh, boy, was she telling the truth. I know that language. How you
really?
doing? My glutes. I was on a plane all day. Were you really, Al?
He skated past that, right?
Yeah, it's tough to prove.
It's over, that whole
one
thing.
word against the other. It's really hard to prove. So who else? Donna Brazile.
Mickey Kaus.
I don't know who that is.
Kaus Files, really great webs. You just ran against Barbara Boxer in the primary.
Okay.
Very smart, wrote for, New Republic, Newsweek. Who else? He's very smart and honest. Oh, I love Lawrence O'Donnell. And he's getting a TV show on MSNBC because when he'd fill in for Oberman, he got 40% higher viewers, which I don't understand because I personally can't miss Oberman.
That's got to be like 30, 40 more viewers.
How about Chomsky?
Chomsky?
Noam Chomsky.
Does he do debate? Is he still alive?
I don't know, actually.
How about Snooki? Would you debate Snooki?
God.
I think we agree. Isn't she upset about the tanning tax or some tax or
Yes,
something?
very upset about that.
This is
He's still
important.
alive.
It's not like the whole world's falling apart. We got Snooki all over the TV
As long
today.
as Snooki's on
Thank
TV,
God.
we know there'll be another day.
And they're saying she's officially annoying.
Do you know that
Because
her...
she's being charged for being a pest.
John McCain said something about her. That she's
too pretty to go to jail?
Too pretty to go to jail. He was really talking her up like McCain. McCain was getting a little smitten
He
with
wants to get in
Snooki.
that elephant ass of hers. Holy shit, that ass is horrendous. Ant's a big fan, though, Snooki. Loves her.
Oh,
Loves the
can't
snook.
Stand
Love the
that whole
snookster.
show is a waste.
Do you know competitors send their products, the other competitors' bags to her because it makes the product look bad? They actually do. They
that's
they send
hilarious.
each other's
Oh, that's
products to her.
There's the elephant ass.
That's funny.
Yes.
And check out an
That's
elephant
not
ass.
a good.
I don't think that's that bad,
That's not a
actually.
good
That's
thing.
rough, Jimmy.
It's not that bad.
That's rough.
I have to stick up for...
That is not a good look.
No,
That's rough. I don't
You
know.
know, I don't
Why
think...
isn't she wearing underwear?
Because she's Snooki.
Snooki.
She's crazy.
Probably forgot them.
Wild. She's from
wild.
Jersey.
Well, she probably used them to carry cheese doodles. She's really not a
According to my favorite governor, she's from New York.
favorite governor.
Chris Christie,
Jersey,
New
yeah.
Jersey.
Oh, you like him? But what did he just do that really annoyed me?
It wasn't that bad.
I didn't like that politically
It was the
correct
mosque
crap.
thing.
No. The
Oh.
changing the language to make it against the law now in legislation to say the words mentally retarded or feeble-minded, and it's a person-first attitude, like a person with
I
disabilities.
love that this is your issue.
It's always for me. Language is always
Language
the
is
issue.
a big
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
It's the big one for me. It drives me
That is a biggie.
crazy. And
No,
I'm a
but this is for legal documents, right?
Semantics.
probably, but it's such we become so obsessed in it, and people get in trouble for it, and that's why it drives me. You know, I understand if it's a person.
The second you start legislating language like that, it gets people in trouble for using it.
Yeah,
it kind of
yeah,
makes the
yeah.
word so taboo that before you know
Yeah.
it, you say it into a microphone, and now you're in trouble. You're losing
Right.
your job.
Well, I agree with you there.
Yeah, yeah.
And one of my favorite Coulter quotes was in 07. This was off who was it? Isaiah Washington? Was he the guy that said
Yeah.
faggot? And you're talking about John Edwards. And
He went into rehab, Isaiah Washington, which, by the way, everyone knew at the time.
that he was a problem. And you said, I was going to have a few comments the other day about a few comments on the other Democratic presidential candidate, John Edwards. But it turns out that you have to go to rehab if you use the word faggot. So I'm kind of in an impasse. Can't really talk about Edwards. I think I'll just conclude here and take your questions.
Brutal.
And you know what, though?
That killed.
Yeah.
As much as Tiger has gotten shit and Jesse James has gotten shit, he was the worst of them all. He wanted to look what he was doing.
Oh, yeah,
look at the double life. John
Right.
Edwards was despicable, and he wanted to be
Right.
president.
Yeah,
Just
this
terrible.
isn't Hollywood.
Right, and by the way, InTrade, InTrade, it used to be very accurate for better than polls because it was people putting their money down on who was going to win an election.
Oh, right, yeah.
And it's a little less accurate now because it's so hard to bid. You have to send in like passports and stuff. But back then it was incredibly accurate, and Obama, Hillary, Edwards were all sort of tracking the same faggot joke. Edwards collapses. That's why they were so upset, because everybody looked at him and said, he is kind of a faggot.
And his response was bullshit. He didn't come back and go, hey, that really annoyed me. He came back with some disgusting political response, and I think that bugged
He
people.
sent his wife around.
Yeah.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah,
That would...
Yeah,
The
she
wife
emerged
tour,
from chemo treatment.
Yeah, the sick wife tour.
Wow, well, he was banging Riel Hunter. He really is a despicable... Although, as a strategist, you have to kind of admire the ruthlessness. He would have our problems overseas cleared up very quickly. Anybody that can do that would just fucking carpet bomb the entire country. So there's a part of me that thinks, boy, that's the man for the job.
Might have been the guy, huh?
He really
Yeah.
is a ruthless, nice-haired having prick.
I think Ann has to go.
I
You,
do.
yeah.
You're looking at your watch.
Yeah, I
She
know.
does
I'm
have to-
so
no, and she
sad.
said
I
she
want
had
to
to go.
stay all day.
Yeah.
This is so
Yeah.
much fun.
Yeah, too bad
No.
your brother didn't make it in, because...
Yeah, because I'm going to be carrying these gifts around all day.
What'd you get her?
So,
Oh, you don't want to say because she might hear it.
oh, good. But no, I
Wow.
don't think she's allowed to listen to Opie and Anthony.
We're
That's
way too
adults
dirty.
only.
Come on now.
Dirty, dirty, dirty.
Adults.
No, you were not very dirty today, so I thank you.
Yeah, we try. Try to keep it a little nice. There are
Okay.
a few dirty words, but
That's
yeah.
all right.
I
Okay,
think
this
you,
is
I think
very
you said
weird
them all.
because there's no commercial. I think I did it. There's no
We,
commercial
we
break.
love
so
the
goodbye.
awkward.
Yeah,
we love the awkward walkout where now you have to walk out while
Dude,
we're
we
still
usually
live
go
on
to
the air.
break. We usually go to break when
Let's
I
make her
guess.
walk out awkwardly.
You are a mean guy.
All right, bye, Ann.
That means we get to.
Good
That
seeing
means we
you.
get to check her out again. No, we'll take a break, man.
We'll be right back.
Hey, did we do the plug for the debate this
Oh, yeah.
Saturday?
The debate
It was.
this Saturday,
I'm going to do it every time I come to
8 o'clock, Atlantic City, Hilton. Her and James Carville. Very interesting debate at Ticketmaster.com, and it should be a really, really great event.
Thank you, Ann.
Bye, Ann.
All right. I'll see you soon. All right?
Yes, and Coulter.com as well.
The lovely Ann Coulter.
We can take a break.
Take a break. I got to pee anyway.
The Opie and Anthony Show.